All right. Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. My name is Morgan Heitzman with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today's class is going to be about our Command mobile app. So within KW Command, or actually within our KW company, we have two mobile apps. We have our KW Command mobile app, which is going to be the agent-facing mobile app. So this will allow you to use your KW username and password and sign in to this mobile device to use a few features that are located within your KW Command platform. So again, this will be the agent-facing mobile app here today. There is also another app, the consumer mobile app, where you can send to your clients and they can favorite properties. They'll sign up with a preferred email and password, and then they can view different properties and favorite them. So this here today is going to be our KW Command mobile app. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to kind of highlight a few features, or pretty much all of the features within this mobile app. We're also going to see a side-by-side comparison between this mobile app and the actual KW Command platform. So what you're seeing right here on the bottom left-hand corner, if you were to jump into your Google Play Store or your Apple Store, you should be able to locate a mobile app that looks like this right here. I'm going to go ahead and drop both of these URLs down in the chat box down below for you. And again, you do have that at your leisure if you have not yet downloaded this mobile app. Again, this mobile app will take your same KW username and password that we would use to typically sign into our KW Command platform. So you'll see the similar sort of login page. And again, it'll take that similar login here. So in this case, we can go ahead and actually sign into both the mobile app as well as the desktop version. The mobile app does allow you to use biometrics, your thumbprint, to sign in. However, we are using Scott's account here today, so we're going to go ahead and click on no. And as we take a look right here, so the left-hand side is your mobile app, and the right-hand side is the KW Command desktop. Before we actually get into that side-by-side comparison, let's actually look a little bit closer at this mobile app at the dashboard or homepage here. So as we take a look here, up at the very top, you'll have your name. Again, this will be similar to your KW Command platform, where you'll go ahead and click on your name and go to settings. You'll also have a managed layout section right here as well. Next, when we scroll down here, we'll have a tasks section. And this task section is sectioned out into tasks that are due today, due soon, and past due. So we'll actually be able to click on either one of these to jump into that specific section. Next, we have who to contact. So this is going to be more about individuals that you need to reach out to, and any kind of engagements that are currently going on with your contacts. So any kind of leads that came in right here that we have yet to reach out to. So leads never contacted. Any kind of tour requests that came in from any properties that you've listed. Any kind of client inquiries, and any kind of recently active listings here. So within the last 72 hours. Next, down below right here, we have our opportunities. Now, within our KW Command platform, we're kind of used to our listing section, and then our buyer section, and then our leases section. In this case right here, this is all going to be combined into one timeline here. So you have your cultivate, appointment, active, and under contract. So if I were to click on either one of these options right here, it'll bring me up into a accumulation of my buyers and my listing opportunities. Now, taking a look further down right here, we have things to know. So these are just front of mind pieces of information that we may need to know. Any birthdays that are coming up within the last 30 days, any kind of home anniversaries, or what your profit share is looking like currently. So this would typically make up your homepage here. There's a couple of other features as well, like this managed layout right here. If I were to give this a click, you'll very much be able to rearrange and organize. If I were to if I were to hold on one of these objects right here, I should be able to drag it up and rearrange it wherever I'd like to. Same thing with these sections right here, your task section, your opportunity section. I can simply hold this right here and I can drag this up and I can place my opportunities up at the very top here. And so once I hit save right here, it should move that opportunities up at the very top. So here's your way to be able to reorganize this. We also can flick down to refresh our mobile app. And again, if you plug in any other statistics that aren't quite showing up yet, we can just simply flick down and refresh. Now again, kind of taking a look side by side right here, your KW command platform does have a customize as well. So very similar to what we saw within our managed layout here in our mobile app. So again, you'll have the ability to either view or not view. So we can click or unclick to view or unview. And then we also have the eyeball right here that we can view or unview as well. Now, as we're taking a look at this, and as we're taking a look at the mobile app and the KW command platform side by side, one thing to keep in mind is the biggest difference is going to be the orientation of both devices. So your mobile device, as you see right here, is more of a portrait style of view. So it's kind of a rectangle top to bottom. Now, your desktop is going to be more of a landscape view. So it's going to be the rectangle view. So the way that things are rearranged and organized on the mobile device may look a little bit different than what you're seeing on your desktop. However, they should have the same similar functions. Now, speaking of functions right here, if I were to click on the red KW square on my desktop, you'll see that you have the opportunity to create smart plans, designs, landing pages, things like that. So unfortunately, these types of applications are not quite inside of our KW Command mobile app. Just because of how robust those programs and features are, we can't quite fit them inside of the mobile app, okay? So in terms of the mobile app, the best things to keep in mind is mobile app is good for contacts, tasks, and opportunities, as well as setting up on smart plans. You can't quite create a smart plan, but you can set your contacts up on a smart plan. So taking a look right here on our KW Command homepage, we have our tasks. Here, let me actually customize this over. There we go. So we have our tasks up at the very top right here, and our tasks usually organize out based off of the name of the task, who it's linked to, who it's assigned to, the priority level, the due date, and we can also check to see if it's has been completed or not. Again, on the mobile app right here, if I were to click on Due Today, give this a click, it'll actually bring me up into that specific section where I can view all the tasks that are due today. I don't quite have any due today or due soon, but I do have some past due. So if we go ahead and give that a click right here, we should see all these past due tasks, which again should give us that same checkbox where we can go ahead and select it right here, and it should mark as complete. And I also have an undo as well if I accidentally check that too soon. So going backwards here, we'll get into our tasks here soon. But scrolling down here at the very bottom, we also have our kind of our navigational icons, much like our KW left-hand side right here. Again, we have our home, contacts right here, tasks, and our notification bell. So our notifications separated between our read and our unread. Again, if we give this a click right here, we have our read and our unread. And then you have this one little section down at the very bottom right-hand corner. This is kind of a catch-all. If we give this a click right here, it'll bring us over to our opportunities, and as well as some command training. Now, opportunities have been just recently added into our mobile app within the last few months. So this is why it's still kind of placed down below right here. But also, you have the ability to kind of jump into it on your homepage as well. Right through here. Now, before I navigate away from this homepage here, there's also one other thing that I think is super important to note is if you belong to a team, you also have the ability to swap from a personal command to your team account within your mobile app as well. So again, very much like clicking on our name on the top right-hand corner here, we'll give this a click. We'll also click on our name on the top left-hand corner on the mobile app. And you'll see that it'll pop up similar sort of information. Now, remember, your command training is going to be on the bottom right-hand corner here, but you also have the ability to share your mobile app link. So this is going to be the consumer app that we talked about, where your clients are going to be able to search for properties and favorite them. You also have the opportunity to send a QR code for your business card. If I were to give this a click right here, you'll see that it pops up here for you. Others can scan it, and then they'll have your information. So you kind of have a digital QR business code. QR business card code right here. And you can click share as well. But clicking on our name, we can also swap over to the Dream Team. We'll swap over to our team right here. We'll do the same right here as well. One thing to note, when we swap from our personal account to our team account within our mobile device right here, is you'll see your who to contact. There may be a little bit different information regarding this right here. So one of which is going to be new leads to claim. So again, if we swap back to our personal here, you'll see you won't have that. You'll just have leads never contacted. So again, if your Rainmaker has set up a lead pool for you, and there's some leads that have yet to be claimed, you should see those right here, new leads to claim. We'll go ahead and give that a click. And again, it should bring us into that section. Now, these are kind of grayed out for me just because I don't have any info to grab. So we won't be able to select these. But again, they do have more team-guided information as opposed to solo agent information. All right, now moving back over here to the personal account right here. We'll scroll down. Let's actually go through the bottom section here first, and then we can kind of go back and take a look at our homepage again. Hopefully that'll all make sense. So taking a look at the very bottom, we have our contacts. So giving our contacts a click here, it'll be very similar to our contacts within our KW command. Again, taking a look at this side by side right here. We'll view all contacts, and then you'll see all the contacts that we have available. Whatever contacts that are within your database. Oops, let me swap over to my personal again on my KW command here. There we go. Now, whatever contacts we have should appear within your mobile device as well. So you have Ashley right here. As we scroll down, you have Brittany Test. And so all this should coincide with each other. One thing that's really cool is if, for example, I needed to add a note onto a contact, I'll simply click on the contact here. Say I'm out and grabbing coffee with Ashley, and Ashley gave me some important information, and I need to just add this into Ashley's contacts here. So I'll just jump into Ashley right here. I'll see details, timeline, opportunities, smart plans, and notes. And again, taking a look at this right here, you have timeline, opportunities, smart plan, tasks, and notes. So again, they did a very good job of combining both of these together. This is, again, where you'll really see that landscape versus portrait come into play, as they kind of squished everything into one section right here because they didn't have that landscape view to have two different options. So the first thing that we see is the details information, and that's going to be this left-hand side right here. So that's going to be all of this information that we've plugged in. And then once we go over to our timeline, then we can start to see all that timeline information, and then we can go ahead and start to plug that in. So you do see that we do have the last 7 days. These are kind of a little bit older. So let's go within the last 90 days right here, and then we should start to see a little bit more information populate. There we go. So we have a little bit more information right here. Again, it didn't quite give us all of the calendar info, but again, it should give us at least an indication right here. And if I wanted to add another note, say I grabbed coffee with Ashley, Ashley was interested in a specific location, I'll simply click on this blue plus button on the bottom right-hand corner here. I'll select an interaction type. So say that this was a meeting right here. We met today, and the description was interested in a specific location, right? And then all I have to do is click on save on the top right hand corner here. It'll say timeline activity added. And then all I have to do is refresh my KW command database, and that information should automatically pull over and feed into the KW command. So very seamless. This really helps when you're on the go. If you are on a trip and you meet somebody and you want to plug them into your database and you want to add some additional information. Now, taking this one step further, up at the very top right here, we also have our opportunities and our smart plans. So our opportunities, if we give this a click right here, it looks like Ashley doesn't quite have any opportunities yet. But we can simply click on this blue plus button again, and it should give us the option to create one for her. I say this is a magic blue button right here because any page that you go to, it should give you options for that specific page that you're currently on. So right here, since this is opportunities, I'll give this blue plus button a click one more time, and then you'll see us say create a new opportunity. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the desktop version right here. I'm going to click on opportunities. I'm going to click on create a new opportunity right here. And you'll see that it has a similar page that pops up right here. Now, one thing to keep in mind is they do a good job of kind of keeping everything congruent, but there is some things that may be a little bit out of order. First and foremost, if you belong to multiple market centers, I'm sure you're used to being able to select which market center you're going to create the opportunity for. In this case right here on the mobile app, this first option, the market center option, is actually going to be at the very bottom here. So it's going to be the very last option. So they do have all the information provided, but sometimes it's not quite in the organizational style that we're used to. But for the most part right here, we'll scroll up, we'll select an opportunity. Let's say this one's going to be a listing right here. Since we're already inside of Ashley's contact on the mobile app, it already pulled in her information right here. And then again, it added her opportunity name right here. If this is a listing, then we already know the address. So I'll just type in 123 Main Street right here. And as we scroll down, you'll see that you have the ability to create or place it in a phase and a stage right here. So we have cultivate appointment active. And then again, once it goes under contract, we'll have to come back to our command platform because it's kind of a locked in deal. We'll have to kind of jump in there and go through that process. But as far as placing it in a phase, you can go all the way up to active, I believe, negotiations, much like you would be able to within your desktop. So there we go, active negotiations, and there we go. In this case right here, we'll go ahead and place it in cultivate watch right here. That's perfectly fine. Then as we scroll down a little bit more, property information, we'll leave that blank for now. But again, it does give you all of the same information that you would get within your desktop. So you have your tags, custom tags right here. You have your description. You have your listed and commission rate. So you have all this information that we'll go ahead and plug in. There are going to be a few things with a red asterisk right here, so be sure to take a look at that. So like right here is a red asterisk. So we do have to at least plug in a percentage right here. We'll do 3%. And I think for everything else that has a red asterisk, we have actually completed here. So we'll scroll through this one more time. We have our time frame, estimated close date, and our market center. We actually add our market center right here. And then once we're done, we'll just simply hit save right here. And we've created a listing for Ashley. So there's that 123 Main Street that just pulled through here. So we can do the same thing. We'll create one more opportunity for Ashley on the desktop. And this time this is going to be a buyer here. And then again, if you guys are interested in learning how to create opportunities and go through the opportunity process, we have a complete training video on that. So again, if I'm going a little bit quick for you, just know that we do have those additional trainings. So Right here, I've created a buyer opportunity, and I also create a mobile listing opportunity. So the reason why I created a buyer opportunity as well is because I kind of wanted to see if that would pull up within our mobile app as well. So again, we'll flick down to refresh, and there we go. So now we have our 2 opportunities for this one contact within our mobile app. You'll also see within this opportunity right here that you have the ability to view and select your checklist items. So again, this is something that's within our opportunities class. We have our checklist items that we can create throughout that timeline here. And once we go to our pipeline, we can actually view all of these different checklist items that we need to complete in order for us to proceed forward through the timeline. So you'll see that we have, again, timeline for cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, and closed. Again, I can do the same sort of thing. Since we're in the cultivate stage for both of these right here, we're going to have to actually view all 8 of just the cultivate tasks right here until we move forward. Now, within my desktop here, I am in the listing section. So we'll go ahead and select the listing. We'll go ahead and select the listing checklist item right here. And we should have that same sort of information. So add current neighborhood to contact, add to long-term nurture, and so on. So as you see right here, add to long-term nurture, add current neighborhood to contact. So so you have all these. They may not quite be in that same organizational style, but you do have them right here. And again, you still have those check boxes that you can select. There we go. So it takes about a second for that to register there, but once you select it, it should appear completed for you. So again, they do have these 2 different options. You also have the high priority, the different priority levels. These will show up for you as well. And again, if we need to create any additional tasks, we can simply click on this blue plus button on the bottom right-hand corner, and then create another task right here linked to the cultivate section. So, so I'm going to go back over to the details section right here. We do have this opportunity that's already created for Ashley. And we'll back out one more time, and then we'll actually be able to see that right here. There we go. So getting back over here to Ashley's profile, we do have smart plans as well. And again, we'll see smart plans on the top here. We would give this a click. Again, we won't quite be able to create any smart plans. However, if we've already created some or we pulled some in from the smart plan library for us to use, we should be able to click on this blue plus button on the bottom right-hand corner here and select a smart plan from our smart plan library. So right here, these are all the smart plans that I've created here. If I wanted to set up Ashley on a 36 touch smart plan, I'll simply give this a click right here. It says this contact is missing information that may affect the performance of the 36 touch. Would you like to add this contact to the smart plan anyways? So again, really cool to be able to have these little bits of information pop up here for you. So even if I was in a rush and I was about to place Ashley on this 36 touch smart plan, it looks like I'm missing her phone number, which is vital to the way that this smart plan runs. So we may want to either cancel and then add that phone number, or we can just simply add to smart plan anyways. In this case, I'll just add to the smart plan anyways. And then again, it should show you all of the information that will go to Ashley. So first and foremost, she'll get a phone call. And then 10 days later, she'll get an email. Then 10 days later, it'll be a touch task for me to reach out to her. And then 10 days later, she'll get an email. We'll wait another 10 days, and there'll be another touch task, another 10 days. And then a specific task, a manual task for us to complete. So whether it be create a piece of marketing or, reach out, invite to an event, something like that, right? Delay 10 days and then send another HTML email, touch task, and then delay for 11 days. And then it keeps kind of going here. Now, what else is cool is down below, if you have Twilio set up, Again, with smart plans, you do have the ability to send out automated Twilio texts. So again, if you want to take advantage of that, I believe it's like $3.16 a month for this smallest package. Now right here it says you have a Twilio account set up. If you have a Twilio account set up, all SMS messages will be automatically sent from your Twilio number. Now again, keep in mind when you do sign up for Twilio, it's a digital phone number, so you won't quite be able to use your own phone number from your mobile provider, but you will be able to select a phone number to use, similar to Google Voice in a sense. And that number will send out those text messages. Now, I can also select when I want Ashley to be placed on this smart plan. If I wanted the smart plan to start, say, on the 1st of December instead of today, I can go ahead and simply place it on the 1st, hit OK. Down below here, check off I've read the TCPA disclaimer, and then we'll hit confirm right here. And then smart plan request submitted. So this may take some time. I pull down to refresh. So again, we'll just pull down one more time here, and then we should see that smart plan populated right here for Ashley. Moving over here one more time on the desktop, I'm going to click on smart plans. And again, you should see that smart plan available here on her profile. So again, won't really be able to create smart plans, but you will be able to place leads, contacts, anybody else onto smart plans that you've already created. All right, so we do have notes right here. Again, if you have any specific notes, we can go ahead and add those. Tasks as well. Something really cool is we can add those specific tasks to Ashley if we know that we need to reach out for Ashley's phone number, for example. Reach out. Reach out for phone number. So it looks like we were missing Ashley's phone number, so we're just going to reach out. This task type is going to be an other because we don't have the phone number, and then we can just enter in the email address. Email directly, and then the hyperlink down below, I can either add this email address, or if there's somewhere specific that I wanted to go to, I can go ahead and add that in right here. So I don't quite have a link here for us, but again, you do have that available for you. Now, priority is going to be high because this is a vital piece of information here, and it's going to be due, let's say due on Monday. Give us a few days to gather that information. All right, perfect. So now that we kind of like this, it's not going to repeat right here, but we do have the option for it to be a daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly task. But in this case, we just need the phone number one time. So we're just going to hit save on the top right-hand corner here. And then so now we have this task. And then moving over here to the right-hand side on our desktop, click on tasks, and now we have that task available. All right, perfect. Again, if you don't want this task, you do have these three dots. So again, if you see the three dots, it should give you some additional options here. We can view the contacts. We can reschedule this to a later date. If there's a piece of information that we entered incorrectly, we can edit that. And then we can also archive. So in this case, let's archive. See, this went away right here. And then as I hit refresh on my desktop, that should also disappear on. There we go. Okay, so as we're taking a look right here, I'm going to back out a couple times. There we go. So we get to all of our contacts right here. As we're looking through our contacts, on the right-hand side, you'll have a call icon, you'll have a text icon, and then you'll have an email icon. Whatever information that you have on your database, on your contacts profile, you will be available here for you. So since I only have an email for Ashley right here, the email option is the only one that becomes available for me. However, if I entered in her phone number, then I would be able to call or send text message directly through the mobile app or through a third party. So a great example is Brittany Campaigns right here. If I were to click on the phone call, it should pop up any of the phone call services that I have with my phone. If I were to, and after you call, it does pop up this option for you to add the activity to at least claim that information of what you guys talked about while it's still front of mind. So text is going to be the same sort of way. If you do add the text option as well, it should give you that same ability to jump right into that text and be able to send that message out directly. Now, what else is really cool about this? I don't have Twilio set up, but if you have Twilio set up and connected, you should be able to message directly from Twilio. From your mobile app as well. So for those of you who are wondering, how do I send a reply back from Twilio? You should be able to do that through your mobile app right here. So taking a look at Brittany campaigns right here, you'll see that you do have the ability to add tags to contacts. So Ashley didn't quite have any tags, but if you do add tags to contacts right here, like campaign and holiday card, those should appear here for you to be able to, there we go, to be able to view as well. So campaign, holiday card, all that basic information. Again, you have your call, text, and email on the bottom here. And this is, again, if you're already inside of that contacts profile. Last but not least, up at the very top here, you can organize this based off of contacts that you are interested in looking at that specific point in time. So right here, we have all contacts. But if we actually click on our contacts section right here, it should just go through whatever contacts that you have, any kind of smart view right here. You have your leads. So any leads that came through that we want to contact, we have all of those right here. Any kind of recently active and any contacts that have been recently active within our database. Ashley right here, since we've been adding stuff to Ashley's profile, she's up at the very top. And then you have your smart view. So this is what we're able to kind of view, either a specific class, a class view, things like that. We're able to kind of organize this specifically. So again, really cool to be able to kind of just view only your buyers or only your listings or your sellers or things like that. You also have your filter section up at the very top. So again, going back to all contacts here, we can hit filter and then we can filter by a specific tag here. So contact type, we could say contacts only, last contacted. That's perfectly fine. Recently active, that's fine too. Date created. And then as we scroll down right here, the tags are what we're really looking for. So right here, we can actually search for any specific tag that we want. So I can type in buyer right here and I can select my buyer tags. So anyone who pops in through buyer will be pulled into this contact view right here. So again, still be able to view based off of filters, still able to view based off of smart views, leads. So you do have all of these options here available for you. One option that's super cool that I really love is the ability to import contacts. So for those of you who have mobile contacts that you want to import into your KW Command database, you have this option right here is import contacts. And just again, to reorient ourselves, here's the home page. All I did was select the contacts button at the very bottom here, and then click on these three dots on the top right-hand corner. And then you have import contacts. This allows you to be able to kind of go through and import all of your contacts in one swoop right here. So I can select my entire database here, and then my 975 contacts within my mobile phone. And I can hit continue and it will import this into my KW Command database. So no need for spreadsheets or data entry when it comes to your mobile contacts. So really cool. Now, as we kind of jump back over here at the very bottom, we have our tasks. We kind of already jumped into our tasks here, but just know that there are a separation between call tasks and text tasks. So you can add those and filter those out as well. You can also select multiple tasks as well. And I didn't quite show this in the contacts, but right next to the import section, you do have the option to select multiple contacts if you want to kind of bulk rearrange or bulk edit them. So right here, I can select all of these right here. I can reschedule at the very bottom. In this case, I can also select all 50, or I could just clear this selection. One more time on this, on the contact section, just so you guys can kind of see this right here. Select multiple. If I were to select multiple of these right here, at the very bottom, you have a couple options. You have select multiple and add multiple tags, or add to a smart plan. And then you also have this 3 dots at the very bottom right here, where you can change account. So again, if you want to move personal contacts over to your team, you have the ability to do that right here. And then, of course, you have the ability to add a bulk activity or bulk note if there's a group of clients that you are working with. So change account is also going to be super, super big here. All right. So we kind of covered our tasks here. Going back over here to let's go to our homepage one more time. Taking a look at our homepage, our tasks kind of look familiar now. Who to contact kind of looks familiar. Birthdays, anniversaries, profit share. We'll get to that here in a second. But let's kind of jump into our opportunities and take a look at that. I know we created one for Ashley. We actually created 2. But taking a look inside of our actual opportunities section, we can click on any one of these options right here. We can, again, click on the bottom right-hand corner and select opportunities right here as well. But I'm just going to simply click on the cultivate section right here. And then you'll see you have a pipeline, all, and closing soon. So again, if I were to click on pipeline, this kind of gives us that list view that we're kind of used to right here. Now, again, that's where that orientation kind of comes into play here. Landscape view right here on your desktop is left to right. Portrait view is going to be top to bottom. So again, but really cool to be able to see this listings, buyers, and landlords and tenants right here. So you have all these options right here when it comes to adding these opportunities. Now, again, keep in mind you have under contract and closed. You can only create an opportunity all the way up to active negotiations. At that point, if we were in active right here, let's go into active in the desktop as well. So we're active in here. We'll take a look, and it gives us, again, that timeline look, again, at the very top right here. So we're still familiar with that. But then our different sections, our stages right here are going to be kind of almost in a drop-down format. So right here we have our showing, open house negotiations, legacy. You'll see that right here. Contracts initiated for listing. You have that right here as well. Again, if we wanted to select any one of these right here and say, I wanted to move this individual over to under contract or closed, I believe you just hold this over and then you just kind of drag it over, much like you do with a normal opportunity here. Oops. You do have to make sure that it is highlighted. So on the desktop, it is that blue dotted line. On the mobile app, it is going to be that green highlight right there. And once you push things into under closed, you do have to confirm that close date. I'll just hit cancel right here. But again, you still have the ability to kind of go through each one of these sections and drag and move them through the timeline as you normally would within your desktop. So you can also expand cards on the top right hand corner here. This kind of, again, allows you to be able to shrink and collapse the specific cards here as we're used to looking at them. So if you have a whole bunch of opportunities, maybe best to collapse. If you have just a few opportunities that you're looking to just kind of view all the information, the expand is going to work great for you. Now, moving back over here, we do have all right here. We'll click on all. This is just accumulation of all the different listings that we have here. And they're organized based off of color here. So green's going to be the listing, orange is going to be the buyer, and then purple is going to be that landlord tenant. But this should give you a list view of all of your different opportunities, kind of a little bit more similar to what this style looks like right here with your checkbox tasks and things like that. And again, you also have the ability to view these tags as well. So really cool to see that they've incorporated all this information straight within the mobile app here. So, and then of course you have closing soon. So you do have these options right here. I don't think that I have any available to take a look at, but again, this will be your opportunities within your DocuSign. Or sorry, not within your DocuSign, but within your mobile app. And again, depending on where you're at in this mobile app, again, keep a lookout for this blue plus button, because since we're in opportunities, we'll give this a click and this will give us the opportunity to create a new opportunity. All right. Going back over here to the home page, we do have our birthdays, anniversaries, and profit share. So if we are interested in seeing what our profit share looks like, we can go ahead and give this a click. Since I don't have anybody in my downline right here, I don't have any information for you, but you should start to see that information collect right here. Birthdays and home anniversaries, again, a great way to just at a glance be able to reach out to a client and kind of, have an extra touch task for you to be able to congratulate them on their birthday or home anniversary. Again, I don't have any in these two options right here, but giving this a click right here, it should show you contacts with upcoming birthdays, and then as well as contacts with upcoming home anniversaries. Now, I think that may be about it for the mobile app here. So on the bottom right hand corner, again, command training. If you're looking for more training specifically on the mobile app, this is where this link will take you to. So giving this a click right here, it should open us up a new tab. And as we see in this new tab right here, you'll see it's all about the command app. So again, just a quick guide here for you anytime you need it. All regarding the mobile app. So yeah, I think that's that may be about it for the app here today. Again, share my app link. We can give that a click right here, and then again we can just copy it and we can paste it anywhere that we need to, and yeah, send that out via text. So hello, this is Scott Leroy. Here's a link to my mobile app. Again, ready for us to be able to paste into a text message. All right. Again, thank you so much, you guys, for sticking with it. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. Just know that if you have any trouble with your mobile app or your consumer app, or really with Command or KW technology as a whole, just please reach out to us. Support@scottleroymarketing.com. We'd love to help you out. Again, this class is recorded and should be found on our YouTube page about 24 hours after this is done here. Again, I'll drop the link in the chat box down below for you, along with our email. And as always, have a fantastic rest of your day.